So I want to start by saying that last year I was on one of the panels and we were talking about using BPM to back up what we do, which is really business process outsourcing work. This is really an outsource work project where the majority of the work that we do on this is actually in these coaching centers and providing the help desk support for the veterans. What's interesting about this that's a little different from most of the work that I had done in the past working for systems integrators was that the end item deliverable was not, okay, we're going to build you a case management system and then hand it off to the customer and then they operate it. We actually have several customers in this process, and one being the VA for sure in the VISO office. Two is we have our coaches in our call centers which are actually employees of our company. And third is we have our veteran service members who use the front end services and we're building stuff that supports them on the front end. I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about the case management system, and then I'm going to talk to you about a couple of the things that we've done throughout this project, kind of utilizing some of the latest stuff that Appian has. What's nice about this project is that we do have a lot of flexibility in how we deploy it. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk about what is CMS. So we talk about CMS, which is really our Appian product. It's a CRM system first and foremost, but it is totally based on Appian. So what we've done is we have taken the Appian product, we have a client dashboard that we display to our coaches so that they can track cases as we go through the life cycle of working with our veterans. So we call them requests. And so that could be anything from you calling in and working with a coach for interview prep. You could get resume assistance. You could be having questions about how to use the job search. But our job is, as with our multiple tiers here, is to provide that support, put the case notes into Appian, and then allow other coaches to pick up that case if you were to call in again. So like I said, we're operating a call center. We do case management. We do two parts of case management. One is for our actual issues that we resolve on a regular day-to-day basis. And this is, again, you're calling in for us to help you work on a resume, for us to help you get a job. That may be something that we resolve on the first go-around. That might be something that it takes 6 months for us to work with you to get you to where you need to be in order to successfully get you a job. The second that we do is what we would probably consider more traditional case management, which is our deployment case management. So as Dennis said, we are helping service members from pre-deployment through when they return so that they reintegrate properly. We make sure that they have the correct skills to take over their job if they've been away for a long time. There are checklists that are done by both the supervisor of that service member and the HR professional of that service member. We're tracking all of that, which a coach on our team owns that case, and we're tracking that through multiple stages of that process, such that if we ever have issues, we have contact information for that person, we know anytime we've had contact with that person, such that we can collaborate both from our coaching center and with the VA, because we may have talked to that person and the VA may have not. So we have a way to share that information. And finally, for kind of the geek stuff, it is an integration platform. So what Dennis described as the tools that our veterans use on the front end, meaning our skills assessment, our jobs, our career centers, all of that data, everything that the service member does, that data goes into a database and is presented in basically our CRM application within VA for Vets, within CMS. So we're utilizing web services, database calls, pretty much any type of integration you can imagine, we're doing it on this project. And we're providing that into a window such that when a coach pulls up your record, we can see how many resumes you uploaded, how many jobs you've searched for, what jobs you searched for, have you done a skills assessment. For the VA, we actually pull data from their training management system so that I can see, have you taken the latest training on this or that. And also we display all of the case history for any time you've called in. And that's right in one screen. It's basically a process dashboard. And again, as I mentioned, it's a clearinghouse for data from our partner applications. We integrate with Monster. There's another company called PDRI that we use for a skills assessment.